According to News, country music icon Blake Shelton may get his 12th Country Music Association Award on November 19, 2025, but he and his wife, pop sensation Gwen Stefani, will not be present. Since there has already been speculation that the couple, who met on The Voice in 2015, may be splitting up, that news has caused some people in Nashville to take notice. Since 2021, Shelton and Stefani have been married and are essentially inseparable. However, because they will not be attending the CMAs, it is unknown if they will be together or separated. Shelton's cameo on Post Malone's popular song, Pour Me a Drink, earned him a nomination in the Musical Event of the Year category. The two earned the prize, which was disclosed by CMA executives hours before the ceremony. This is Shelton's 12th CMA, and he won't be there to accept it. There have been rumors circulating that he and Stefani are having marital problems. An anonymous insider told Star on November 18, the day before the CMAs, that Shelton and Stefani have been spending an awful lot of time apart lately. Both Stefani and Blake were recovering from previous divorces when they fell in love. Stefani had broken up with rocker Gavin Rossdale, while Blake had split from country music artist Miranda Lambert. The source told Star that although Shelton and Stefani shared mutual heartbreak in the past, they are now so different, and it's starting to become more apparent now. The pair hasn't been spotted together in public for months, according to Star magazine. Numerous signs that the couple had drifted apart were covered by the U.S. Sun in early November. Of course, it's likely that Shelton and Stefani have simply been too busy lately to go to award presentations and make appearances together. Shelton has been occupied with promoting The Road, a new music competition show on CBS. In contrast to The Voice, competitors perform live throughout a significant country music tour to earn their keep. In the meantime, Stefani has been actively marketing her holiday songs, which include the deluxe edition of her album, You Make It Feel Like Christmas, which was released on November 14. According to Good Housekeeping, she is also releasing two new tunes, Hot Cocoa and Shake the Snow Globe, which are featured in the Christmas film, Oh, What Fun! She discussed her Christmas songs and the impending sold-out No Doubt reunion gigs at the Sphere in Las Vegas, with Kevin Ryder of KROQ on November 18. She mentioned that all of the possibilities that have come her way have been energizing. She remarked, "You just feel alive again all of a sudden. You feel as though you have a purpose and that you should share your ability with others, but you never know when it will end. Therefore, the intensity increases. You get increasingly anxious. You become even more appreciative, and sure enough, here we are." During her time on KROQ, Stefani didn't hold back while discussing her hubby. You Make It Feel Like Christmas, their 2021 popular holiday song, still feels like a bit of a miracle, she told Ryder. "I think this song that Blake and I have really works. It kind of sticks for Christmas," she remarked. And that's the objective, isn't it? To truly achieve one of those holiday blockbusters, as you are competing not only with contemporary musicians as a songwriter, but also with all those old songs and performers from the past. There are questions raised when pop rock powerhouse Gwen Stefani and country music legend Blake Shelton abruptly withdraw from a significant public event. This time, the signal was given when Blake, who was nominated for the Country Music Association Awards 2025 CMAs on November 19, notified the media that he and Gwen would not be attending at all. On the surface, missing the red carpet isn't a big deal. However, a lot of people are wondering if their relationship is really doing well in light of the growing rumors surrounding it. Let's examine the narrative. 1. The headline. What took place despite being nominated for a CMA award this year? Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani will not be present. Blake and Gwen will be watching the CMAs on their TV this year, an insider told News. Fans are reacting as a result of tabloids and entertainment outlets, pointing out that the couple hasn't been spotted together in public as frequently lately. On its own, it can just be a matter of personal preference or scheduling. When combined with the rumors, though, let's investigate. 2. Their relationship's past history. Blake and Gwen have been a highly visible pair, the type that is ideal for social media fandom and entertainment sections. In 2015, while they were both coaches and divorced from previous relationships, They met on the reality competition show The Voice. Their chemistry was reflected in their music. For instance, the duet Purple Idolizes with Blake, which was recorded in part in Nashville for Gwen's 2024 album Bouquet, is a reflection of their love story. Blake gave a ringing endorsement of their marriage in a 2025 interview, saying that even after many years together, it still felt new. As a result, they seemed stable, in line with their artistic vision, and affectionate to the general audience. 3. What specifically are the breakup rumors? The rumor machine has been operating non-stop. Fans and the media are talking over the following signals. According to unnamed insiders, the magic in their relationship has worn off, and they are living separate lives and spending more time apart. On social media, they are sharing less information about one another. According to some sources, their most recent artistic creations, such as songs and images, allude to remoteness. Some are viewing their decision to forego a significant red carpet event, the CMAs, when Blake is nominated as a flag. The query is, if the nomination is significant on its own, why skip? It's important to remember, neither Blake nor Gwen have confirmed that their marriage is having problems. Instead of a public admission, the rumors are based on media interpretation, anonymous sources, and observations. 4. Rather than being concerning, may this be nothing, or benign? Yes, without a doubt. Everything we've seen so far has tenable, non-crisis explanations. Potential causes, hectic schedules. Both musicians tour, record, and promote all the time. One may not always have downtime while the other does. Strategic decision. They might have skipped the CMAs for private reasons, such as wanting to relax, stay at home, or avoid the spotlight. Focus on creativity. With the recent release of her album Bouquet, Gwen might be concentrating on less obvious forms of advertising. Blake might also be working on new music, preserving confidentiality, in order to refocus or rebalance. Some couples purposefully avoid making public appearances. Despite being in a relationship with Blake, Gwen has previously discussed her own fears. She told Niall that she occasionally creates drama in her own mind about our relationship, even if she is aware of the truth of what is going on. That level of openness implies that they are conscious of the potential for negative public perceptions and may decide to control their exposure as a result. 5. Why is everyone analyzing the incident that was missed? When Blake is nominated, skipping the CMAs appears more significant than simply saying we'll watch from home. Here's why. Walking the red carpet and turning up are typically part of the ceremony and visibility of a country music nomination, which is a huge deal. The couple's reputation as a cohesive unit has been strengthened by their past appearances together at prominent occasions. That story is interrupted by an abrupt absence. Couples and trouble plots are the lifeblood of entertainment media. If one element, such as omitting an event, changes, it gets magnified. The trend is sufficient for fans and the media to sense that something is amiss, even when the data isn't certain. 6. The danger of misinterpreting it is important to emphasize. That's what rumors are. As one fan commentator may put it, they must be splitting because they are out of sight. Dangerous reasoning. In the current era of celebrity, couple exposure is a challenging statistic. A relationship is not doomed just because one partner doesn't post selfies or go to every gala. Couples may need private space, away from cameras and headlines, due to the emotional strain of constant exposure, performance, travel, and creative demands. Sometimes this means being apart. Furthermore, Blake and Gwen are both artists who incorporate personal experiences into their creations. Lyrical themes of longing, transition, and separation may be inspired by art rather than actual marital disintegration. 7. What if this marks a sea change? What might a deeper change look like if their absence and diminished public presence actually indicated a brief period of compartmentalizing? One, or both, may take a break from combined appearances to consider their living circumstances, musical interests, or personal/family time. A rethink of the relationship. Maybe putting family, kids, and home first, rather than trying to appear together everywhere. Channeling the arts. Fans and readers may perceive music, videos, and postings differently as each enters a creative realm impacted by whatever they're going through. The result does not have to be doom and divorce in either case, whether they are prospering, taking a break, or settling for a different rhythm. It might just be evolution. 8. My opinion. A fair assessment, this is where I end up. Their marriage is not in peril, as evidenced by the CMA's skip. However, when paired with the rumors, less public appearances, and creative signals, there is sufficient justification for inquiry, which is what the media is doing. It could be a calculated decision for privacy or relaxation. Relationships naturally change over time, particularly in the high-stress lives of celebrities. A recalibration moment as opposed to a collapse. However, it may also be an early warning sign of tension, as withdrawal from joint public life, rather than dramatic confrontations, is frequently the first obvious indication of relationship strain. 9. Why it's important. Why are we concerned? Because the couple represents a number of concepts, like public-private balancing, renown get grounded, reinvention, both were recovering from significant life upheavals, and cross-genre love, country meets pop. If they're okay, it serves as a gentle reminder that sometimes the real world is hidden from view. If there is turbulence, it shows how celebrity exaggerates personal lives and generates rumors. Additionally, this type of story has a lot of potential for creatives like you who work in writing, storytelling, or YouTube content. Relationships under strain, the contrast between one's genuine self and one's public persona, and the meeting point of art and life. Topics that could be turned into social media posts, thumbnail hooks, or video essays. 10. Next things to look out for. Here are some markers to help you follow the story. Joint appearances. Will Blake and Gwen attend the upcoming big event together? Music festival, premiere, award show? Their presence, or lack thereof, will make a big impression. Signals from social media. We'll be examining new posts, stories, tags, and couple portraits, or the absence of them. Production of music. Emotional states may be alluded to in songs, videos, and album credits. For instance, Gwen's bouquet alludes to both their love and introspection. Could the tone of new songs change? Official declarations. The conversation will change if one of them responds to the rumors or provides an explanation for the CMA's absence. Lifestyle hints. Do they travel, post family photos, or socialize together? Or do they stand out as distinct? So, is everything between Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton going well? In all honesty, the answer is probably. However, okay in their world doesn't always mean endless selfie love or unity on the red carpet. What is certain is that they have established a relationship that has withstood industry demands, personal turmoil, and public scrutiny up to this point. Although it raises concerns, their decision to skip the CMAs is not unambiguous evidence of a breakup. Even though the rumors are significant, they are still conjectural. Instead of heartbreak, the true story might be one of privacy, change, and progress. This is fertile ground for you as the storyteller. How public couples deal with change. How creativity and relationships interact, and when removing oneself from the spotlight, can become front-page material. If you would like, I can create a timeline of their public remarks, social media posts, musical releases, and appearances to show how this rumor developed. Is that useful?